Right. So many things going on. What I'm going to talking about this afternoon is about Representative Ilhan Omar, the congresswoman from Minnesota. So she has a message for President Trump and Make America Great folks. So she said, we are not going back, we are Americans. So Ilhan Omar finally admitted that she's an American. So do we have to believe her now that she's no longer Somalian first? So this happened after President Trump called her out together with a group of Somalians that scanned and scammed the taxpayers of Minnesota and the taxpayers of America, almost $1 billion. It's staggering, really staggering. So why I want to talk about her is this lady, Ilhan Omar. She has been in the United States for almost 29 years. She's very ungrateful. She's always criticizing America and the Constitution of America. And she has this attitude of, we are here to make America look like Somalian. So I want to reason with you. Can you imagine a group of Americans going to Somalia or in any Muslim country and refuse to assimilate and demand to practice your own law, change the culture of the country where you went to live as an immigrant, change everything about the country, and even overthrow the government? Because what we are seeing now is exactly what they're trying to do. Is that immigration? You know, when President Trump talked about Somalian, the garbage, they should go back where they come from. The media being what they are always on the losing side. They are always 99 or 95% of the media, apart from the independent journalists that are rising up now, they lean so left. Even when things are obvious for them to say. President Trump is just trying to save the country, protect the country. This group of immigrants, they call themselves, but from how they're behaving, they're not immigrants. I will call them invaders. Because being an immigrant is going to another country and assimilating. You assimilate into the country where you go. You don't just go to another country and start demanding to turn the country into the country you left or you fled from. We are seeing that example now in Michigan, Dearborn, Michigan, in some part of Texas, in Minnesota. They are trying to convert these sections of America into the places where they fled from. And the media will not call this out. This is where I have issue with them. For goodness sake. Immigrants come to assimilate. Invaders do not assimilate. Media call this out and probably talking about President Trump not wanting black and brown people into America. It is all false, because if you look at it, the United States has a history of welcoming immigrants into this country. They welcome immigrants almost every year. The United States welcomed almost 1 million immigrants or naturalized citizens into the country, into the system. almost every year. In 2024 alone, 808,500 were become naturalized citizens of the United States of America. That's a huge number. As I have always said, immigration without check, without control, is unhealthy for the host country. Because over time, those immigrants, if they do not assimilate, it is a huge problem to the host country. They will become the majority. And likely, they will outvote. They will put their own person who believe in whatever they believe or believe in changing the constitution of the US to become like the constitution of the countries where they left, if those countries have constitution anyway. So we don't want that. No sensible America want that. And this has been happening now in almost western part of the country. So it's like there is a plan to outnumber the population of the white people and put all these brown and black people as a new voter base for the Democrats. So I have issue with the media for not presenting the reality of this as what it should be. Instead, they will go into their normal mode. Trump is a racist, Trump is this, Trump don't want black and brown people. It is a lie. Immigration is there, and the United States welcomes immigrants. But they want immigrants who we assimilate. That is the point President Trump was making. What is the purpose of coming into a country where you do not like? You do not like their culture, you do not like anything they do, you do not like their constitution, and you want to transform that country to be like the country where you fled from. Folks, it doesn't make sense. So that is the issue with Ilhan Omar. She has always been Somalia first. And what is going on over there in the Somalian community in Minnesota, where they have defrauded the taxpayers for almost $1 billion. It is staggering. It is a scam. It needs to be looked into. So President Trump calling out all these issues does not make him a racist. He's a realist. He's exposing corruption, and he wants to take care of these issues. So Ilhan Omar responded, she's not going anywhere. She and her Somalian groups are not going anywhere. So she's saying, Trump can't get us, we're not going anywhere. We are Americans. Now she remember, this is the first time I have heard her say she is an American. Oh, it looked like she's into trouble. Before, she always brag, I'm a Somalian first. I'm a Somalian first. Okay. I will agree with her if she says she's an American, but I would like to see her start behaving like an American. I would like to see her start protecting the Constitution. I would like to see her stop complaining about the American Constitution. I would like to see Ilhan Omar stop complaining about white people. Stop calling everybody racist. But nevertheless, the corruption that went on in Minnesota need to be looked into. These people, how can they come here as refugees and operate such a high-level corruption with the help of the the state government workers and probably the governor. And this has been going on for years. It is not fair for Americans, for taxpayers working hard, living paycheck to paycheck. And you see this group of people, they will abuse the welfare system, they will abuse the SNAP program, they will abuse every program whatsoever. In fact, the corruption is staggering. And part of the money, according to the initial information we have, part of this fund allegedly were sent to a terrorist group in Somalia. So you steal from the American taxpayers, you use it to fund the terrorist group that are killing people back in Africa. This is a huge scam, and I hope that they are held accountable for this. I hope they can investigate this thoroughly, because it doesn't look good. It's not good for anybody. So, coming back to Ilhan Omar, she now claims she's an American. Okay, I hope so, because this country has made her what she is. She came into this country with nothing, but now she's become a millionaire. In 2024 to 2025, Ilhan Omar worth 30 million US dollar. This is somebody that, let me check her record here. Look at, hold on, let me get this. Hold on. So Ilhan Omar came into America in 1995 with zero weight, with nothing. So in 2020, her annual income was 65,000 US dollar. In 2021, it was 65,000 US dollar. In 2022, her annual income jumped to 115,000 US dollar. In 2023, her net worth rose to 205,000 US dollar. And in 2024, just after the COVID, her net worth rose to 30 million US dollar. My friends, how can this be possible? And yet she complained about America being evil. She complained about America being a racist country. She complained about everything and anything. Yet 29 years in staying in America, in just one year, she exploded with 30 million US dollar after the COVID. How is it possible? They really need to investigate into all this money they allocate to all these politicians and state during the COVID, because there are so many scams that went on there that need to be looked into. And when somebody called this out, any media that called this out, they will say you're a racist. No, it is not racist to call out your corruption. It is not racist to ask for a controlled immigration. For immigration is a privilege. It is not a right. The United States cannot welcome everyone from all around the world into this country. And immigration need to be controlled. Uncontrolled immigration will lead to destroying the host country. You cannot continue to welcome millions and millions of citizens from all around the world into your country. And in most cases, these people, especially the Muslim community, they breed so fast. They breed with multiple women. So their population will become higher and become majority. This is how you destroy a culture. This is how you destroy a country. That is what I have to discuss about today. I think, and I believe Ilhan Omar is very ungrateful. She should appreciate America. America has made her what she is today. Instead of whining and complaining every time, she should show appreciation for what this country has done for her. So President Trump calling out the fraud in Minnesota, calling out the fraud that was done by these Somalian groups. And Ilhan Omar knows about it. It's not racist. It's not that Trump doesn't want white and black. Trump doesn't want brown and black people into the United States. No. America is a country of immigration, and they welcome immigrants, but they want immigrants who come into the country to assimilate. For immigration without assimilation is no longer immigration. It becomes invasion. They have invaded the country. If you come to America from other parts of the world, your purpose here is to come and have a better life and maybe freedom. You need to assimilate. You don't have to ask the United States to change their culture to the culture of the country where you fled from. It is the right thing to do, to appreciate the country that accepted you and made you what you are. So Ilhan Omar says she's not leaving, she's an American. I hope she's true. I hope she starts appreciating the goodness she has obtained in this country. I hope she has a repentant of heart and become grateful for what America has offered to her. All right, folks. This is what I have for my first live. Thank you for watching. See you.